Guys, what's going on? This is going to be the February 2015 workout of the month, and this is actually going to be a little bit different. I'm going to take into account the questions I've been getting through the survey, and I answered a pretty heartfelt, tough love question where an aspiring strength coach or maybe an existing strength coach was asking about, being a coach and being successful at it. I had to tell them straight up that most people who are complaining about not succeeding are just not doing all the work, or they want everything handed to them. And that's going to be the gist of this workout of the month. The Underground Inner Circle has got information stockpiled since 2005, perhaps late 2004. We're talking about 10 years of information. So this month's workout of the month is not going to be a video diagramming the stuff that we've done here at the Underground Strength Gym. It's not going to be a PDF. It's going to be you going and logging in, going into the search bar up above and typing in workout of the month, or just spending 20 to 30 minutes, maybe even an hour, looking through workouts, studying, learning, going back to some of the older articles and the older pieces of information. And I think that the real problem nowadays, whether it's working out or life in general, is people want everything handed to them. Meaning they don't even want to use a search bar on Google, or in your case, the search bar on the Underground Inner Circle. And that's actually why I'm standing behind our motto here, no easy day. It just makes sense. For example, every time I post some sort of a photo of a book, my own book, or an audio book on Instagram, there's always multiple comments of somebody saying, "Where do I get that book?" As if the person doesn't know that they could just go on Amazon and search for it. It's like they just want the shit handed to them or put on your lap. That is not the way that anybody's going to succeed. That's not the way you're going to succeed. That's not the way you're going to make any sort of breakthrough. And for you to get somewhere, you have to help yourself before anybody else is going to help you. I'm going to give you guys some insight into my own training, some insight into the Lehigh wrestling workouts, which we are in season now. Nationals are the middle of March. So today's January 31st, so they've got like 6 weeks, and we're pretty much going full steam ahead, whereas a lot of people have a different mentality of, I'm just going to maintain what I've got these next 6 weeks. I'm just, going to hold on to what I've got. That is a waste of time and a fucking waste of life. We all know that we can make progress, and it's all up here. It's in your head. So once you start thinking maintenance, you are now putting up a roadblock to your success. And that shit fires me up. That pisses me off. I understand I'm not going to make a lot of friends doing this. I'm not going to, as one person once told me, he goes, "Zach, he texts me, and he's actually works with Naval Special Warfare. He works with he works with NFL football players, consulting, and his first line in the text message was like, 'Hey, Zach, how's it going? You're probably laughing your way to the bank right now.'" And I had to laugh at that. And on the flip side, you're like, what the fuck is this guy? He's crazy. The people that laugh their way to the bank are the people that sell the shortcuts and the fads. The people that talk about getting ripped in 30 days, getting, fucking six-pack abs, building the body of your dreams. And then their workouts don't at all take you to that level. And those are the people laughing to the bank because they're selling the dream. They're not selling the work. I sell the work. So for people that want to get my stuff, they have to understand that it's going to take work. And how many people want to do the work? This many. How many people want the shortcut? Endless. People want the shortcut. So let's get into some of the things that I've been doing. I was basically running full steam ahead, squatting like a madman, doing a lot of the power lifts with high volume leading up to January 1st or leading up to December 25th. That is the day that we took a family vacation. For a good 6-8 weeks before that, I was squatting 5, maybe 6 days a week, usually some sort of a back or a box squat. I would deadlift once, twice a week, maybe 3 if it was a trap bar, and I was benching 3 days a week. I was just pushing my body like crazy. Started feeling like shit during my vacation time. And the bottom line is that we have to serve what the body wants, not just what the ego wants. The ego maybe wants to train like a special forces soldier, but if you're 250 pounds and overweight, then you shouldn't be doing the workout Murph. You should be focusing on getting your fitness levels up, building hip mobility, so you could do one full body weight squat instead of 300 quarter squats. So there's a big difference in, working hard, as they say, versus working smart. And that's really where I'm at. I'm doing a lot of low rep work, except for the workout today. I'm going to show you that. But a typical workout lately for me has been things like 5, 6, 7 sets of front squats, maybe 8 sets. So I might do something like 2 sets of 5, a couple sets of 3, then maybe some doubles and singles. Working hard, but leaving 1 rep in the tank. Then I'll go and do things like T-bar rowing or chest-supported rowing. Then I'll do some heavy kettlebell swings. I might do some one-arm landmine pressing because I'm avoiding overhead work right now. I'm working more on gaining mobility through my lats, improving my diaphragmic breathing, which is simply breathing through the belly. So when you're breathing always through your chest, it starts raising your ribs and it starts pushing kind of like your shoulder socket and humerus, and that is what causes the impingement. It starts lifting everything up versus developing more room. So I'm working on better mobilization of the shoulder blades and the entire shoulder girdle and doing a lot of rotator cuff work. I learned through an assessment with a friend of mine that my internal rotators and external rotators are actually very weak, too weak to be supporting the weight I'm doing. So if I could bench press 315, then my internal and external rotators have to be strong enough to handle that kind of stuff. So I'm a big fan of lifting overhead, but I'm laying low on it. What I'm doing now usually is one heavy workout, and then the next day is just a stretch and mobility workout. A lot of smashing, a lot of stretching, using the bands, the stuff that you would see on Kelly Starrett's Mobility WOD YouTube channel, and I'm opening up my body. I'm treating those stretch days as a workout day because that's what I need to do. So what is it that you need to do? I want you to look through the Underground Inner Circle. We've got so many different workouts. If you're time crunched, then search for the minimalist workouts. If you want to use kettlebell training, then search for kettlebell workout or the kettlebell hybrid program. If you want to do bodyweight training, go and do the videos from Bodyweight University. If you want to do more of a all-around training program, then dig up an old underground strength gym workout, an underground workout of the month. You'll see videos and workouts from the gym that are, many, many years old. So there's so many things that you guys could pull up, but I think what you're doing is you're looking only at the forum or you're looking only what's on the front page of the Inner Circle. Remember, that stuff's been going on for about 10 years now, so I want you to dig up some of the older stuff because those were the days where there was less confusion, and I think today people are so fucking confused with how to eat, how to train, that you're overwhelmed. And that's why I want the Inner Circle. It gives you a place where you have to you get to put on your blinders and focus on what's in front of you. Not to say that there's nothing or no one smarter than me out there, but it's going to reduce your confusion and the stress and the questioning of what the fuck to do. So let me take you through a workout I did today. Today was more of a volume day, more of a conditioning day, a day to feel some pain, a reminder to suffer a little bit. So it's always good to keep the wind going. So I'll show you right over here. I'm going to take you guys through it. I know it's going to look backwards for you, but call this a Spartan workout. I did a turf run 10 times in a row. This turf is 60 feet, but I took it behind my sleds. I'll show you right there. I took it all the way behind my sleds, and then I took it all the way back behind the dumbbell rack. So I was probably getting in about 70 feet each way. So 140 feet times 10, 1,400 feet. You could do the math. I was running at a pretty good pace, and I had my crazy-ass dog in here, so you can imagine I was running. Then I did the kettlebell farmer walk in here, the turf. I used 70s. I did 3 trips in a row, rested a minute, minute and a half, 2 trips in a row. Then I did double kettlebell rack walk, same thing, 3 trips, 2 trips. I used double 44s. I did ring push-ups for 50 reps, and after each set, I did a bunch of underhand band pull-aparts. Probably was doing about 20 to 25 reps there. On the rings, I broke it down with 2 sets of 15 and 2 sets of 10. So I broke it down into 4 sets, so it was 15, 15, 10, 10. Then I did kettlebell swings, 5 sets of 10 at the 106-pound bell. And then I did Turkish get-ups, 5 reps each side, alternating 1 rep at a time. I used the 53-pounder for the first set, 62-pounder on the second set. Didn't feel too hot with that 62, went back down to the 53. And then I'll be back in here tonight. I'll probably do some smaller little things, probably do some shoulder work, chest-supported shoulder work, thumbs up side raises, these like Cuban, pulling back, the seated clean, but with a chest support to work my external rotators. I have bands over here hooked up on my stall bars right there, and I'll be doing a lot of internal, external rotation on them. The more of that internal, external rotation work I'm getting, the better I feel. I'm going to recommend you guys do 3 sets of 8, maybe 10 reps of internal and external rotation exercises. I'll post some links below of stuff that you guys could do. If you train at a Globo gym, you could usually use one of their like standing cable apparatuses. Those work really well, and you're going to do them at the end of your workout so your stabilizers are not weak, causing them to glide around and do some shitty stuff. I'd say really one of my favorite go-to guys on shoulder stuff is Eric Cressy, and then Mobility WOD videos by Kelly Starrett. A couple things I've been doing over at Lehigh is yesterday, actually today's Friday, so Wednesday I was there, and one of our wrestlers is ranked pretty high. I think he's ranked 3rd in the country, and he's had some very close matches with guys that were ranked 1st, 2nd, 4th, and it really raised his confidence because he saw he didn't wrestle his best, and it taught him that I could win. So I always do, as a coach, I always do a real good job of listening to the athletes, seeing how they're feeling and what they want. Some athletes you don't want to listen to because they fucking will cry you a river, so you don't want to listen to that shit. You got to build them into the tougher ones. But one thing I haven't done with my guys is done power cleans with them, which sounds really awkward and really weird at a Division I level. But these guys, when I got there, they didn't know how to do a full squat, a good deadlift, and those are the markers. Those are the prerequisites before doing power cleans. We've been doing deadlifts and squats and Zercher squats and farmer walks, and all the stuff that you guys see on a typical workout of the month is what our college guys are doing. But this workout was awesome, and I want you guys to give it a shot. I posted it on the forum and titled it just Lehigh Wrestling Workout. We did power cleans. I showed them how to do cleans, and the way I worked it is your first rep is from the floor, and then we just did hang cleans. So the first few sets were like 1 from the ground, 3 from the hang. You do that like 2 sets. Then your third set is 1 from the ground, 2, maybe 3 from the hang. Then after that, 1 from the floor, 1 or 2 from the hang position. Probably did 7 or 8 sets, possibly 9 sets. Who knows? Some guys may have done 10. The thing about the cleans is you're really throwing those elbows, getting those wrists bent back. One of our guys had a really jacked up wrist, so he couldn't get into the rack position. So I had him do a muscle clean, which is simply where you do a clean and you just, boom, catch here. What we don't want is this. So we catch here and we're like about to go into a military press. And the good thing about being in a college is we've got all the bumpers, we've got the special flooring, so they could always drop the weights. It's a lot different here when you have just thin rubber flooring. So we did those cleans. Then we did deadlifts. The way I organize deadlifts for those guys is by body structure. If they tend to round their upper back a lot and they're weaker, I show them a sumo stance, but it's modified. It's just outside shoulder width. It allows them to drop their butt, keep their chest taller. And we did sets of 2 on the deadlift. And then we coupled it with the bench press, unless the bench press hurt their shoulders. In that case, they did a dumbbell bench. So we did 5 sets of 2 deadlift. Some were sumo, some were with a traditional stance, conventional. Benching was 3 to 5 reps per set. just outside shoulder width. Dumbbell bench was 5 reps per set, neutral grip. After that, I'm trying to think of the workout we did. We did 2 sets of rack walks, 2 sets of farm walks. After each set, they do pull-ups. These guys, I hammer them about doing full range, strict pull-ups. And if they could kill the pull-ups, 10 to 12 reps easy, they put on a weight belt and do weighted pull-ups in the 3 to 5 rep range. So wrestlers are notorious for being intense, and their intensity sometimes goes too far off the spectrum. And then what they do is do shitty technique. Half rep pull-ups, half rep push-ups. You could train as hard as you want, but if the technique is shit, your results are going to be shit. So what we do is sometimes tone that kind of intensity down, that inner animal down, and go technique. When they were done with that, they did keg shouldering, 3 sets of 3 reps on each side. One of the guys who felt like he wanted more pulling power, he did shouldering coupled with 1-arm dumbbell rows, heavy rows like 120s. So these guys did a lot of pulling work. They felt like they were doing strength work, squatting, deadlifting, but they wanted to pull stuff. So that's where we started getting back into our rowing and those power cleans. So we're going to start doing power cleans more and probably some front squats as well. 6 weeks out, still learning new stuff, still progressing, still keeping the guys excited about getting stronger and moving forward. So that's something that I want you guys to keep in mind for your own training. And if your coaches out there, don't ever think maintenance. Always think progress and just building bad motherfuckers. So that's it, guys. February 2015, dig in, do a search, use the search function at the top of the website, or go on the left-hand column. It says workouts of the month, and you could dig through there. You could look through interrogations. There's so much gold in this website that a lot of you are waiting for it to fall in your lap. Even in the inner circle, you're going to have to do the work. That's the bottom line. Peace out, guys. Oh, we've got a lot of seminars coming up. I'm doing a certification in Florida. I'll be teaching that. New Jersey. And then Travis Holly and Jen Shaw at Travis County Strength in Austin. Go to undergroundstrength.org. Click on the calendar. You'll see all the links. I've also got a new Strong, the seminar coming up here in New Jersey. But the certification I'll be doing in New Jersey, it's going to be at the original Underground Strength gym. So I'm fucking pumped for that. That's where it all started. And that's going to be a kick-ass seminar. I'll talk to you guys soon. And even better, see you sooner. Peace.